What's going on, everyone? I'm Lamb, and this is Lamb Levity. Today, we're talking about the NFL legend Brett Favre. After months of silence, he's elected to get into the spotlight and chat about some pretty controversial topics. Let's dive right into them. So, he's in the headlines to some degree. After months of silence, what's the first thing he decides to talk about? Would it be the Mississippi welfare scandal? Nope, 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 nope. He went straight for the political juggler and decided to talk about Donald Trump. He sat down with Jason Whitlock on the Fearless podcast and had some pretty bold things to say. He says, I think Donald Trump was a non-political president. And I like that about it. Was he perfect? Absolutely not. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. We're all flawed. But I really feel like he had our country in a better place and really cared about our people in our country. Now, some people may agree with that. Lots of people actually agree with that. I can agree with some of it, but I most absolutely certainly cannot agree with 99% of it. Do I think that he cared about our people in our country? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nowhere. Absolutely. We can tell that by where he is right now legally, not in the best place. Was he great for some parts of our country as it relates to the finance and economy? Many would venture to espouse that yes, they made more money, had more opportunity, they were better off financially, business wise. Sure, some would say that. And then we can go back and forth all night debating about how Trump was for the economy, but I don't think anyone's going to debate about how he feels about the people. So I'm going to leave that at that. So Brett is talking about it, and he didn't stop there. He continued on to talk about how President Trump treated all Americans, regardless of their backgrounds, and he should have stopped while he was a little bit ahead because this is insidious. It's ridiculous to I really don't understand how anybody with any kind of conscience, even if I'm an independent, mind you, even if you are a Republican or Democrat, but definitely a conservative Republican or Christian or a parent or just if you consider yourself a fine human being, how you could really fix your mouth to say that Trump treated everybody great regardless of their background. Almost feel like you have to be a prejudiced person or a racist person to say that and really believe that. I really don't believe they really believe it, but I think you have to be really an interesting person to say that. And now I got a side eye Brett Favre, just a tad bit, just a couple of degrees. I got a side eye him just a little bit. He went on to even dig a hole saying, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, you name it, he cared about you first and foremost. I don't know if our current president has the same mentality. I don't either. I don't. Listen. I don't think any of them give a damn about any of us other than their pocketbooks. But I will especially say that Trump was way more blatant with his prejudice. Way more. He didn't give a damn about nobody. Biden don't, but at least he knows how to act like he do. And we can tell that, and I know some people that are super Democrats are going to say, "Oh, Biden is for the blacks, the Democrats are for the black." But if you look at Biden's record in the Senate, and really this is studying and know your politics, you know that he don't give a damn about black folk either. Okay, so Brett Favre posed a pretty strong stance, right? It's clear that he believes that Trump was committed to the people. Now, something you might not expect, Brett Favre revealed that supporting Donald Trump has actually hurt his checkbook. He said it cost me money. Yeah, that happens. You make bad decisions. Sometimes it costs you $1. He talk about putting your money where your mouth is. So if you're willing to talk about it, you have to be willing to pay the cost. If in fact there's enough people that don't agree. So let's move on to the topic that's been stirring up a lot of controversy. Another one, transgender rights. And yes, Brett Favre had something to say about that as well. He said to think that a young man who identifies as a girl can go into a girl's bathroom and use the restroom with girls, for us to think that is okay, I think is wrong. I'm sorry. Well, I'm bold enough to say that I actually agree with him on that one. That's a stance I'm very strong on. I don't think that's okay. I don't. I mean, you don't have to agree. You can say down in the comments you don't agree, but with me, and that's fine. Everyone has a right to their own opinions, just like Brett does. But there are repercussions. The repercussion for me is you might not want to watch anymore, and that's okay. But that's my stance. So he's raising some important questions and sharing his perspective on a topic that has lots of people divided, and it looks like he's not alone in his thoughts. He continued and said, "I agree with Jason. Transgender women shouldn't be allowed to compete against biological females in sports events. I agree, and I'm not trying to crap on transgenders, and it just happened to be what Brett was talking about. And of course, I'm giving commentary, so I got to perhaps I give my opinion as well on the ones I want to, and I agree with him with that. I don't think that should be the case. I don't think that transgender women should be allowed to compete against biological female. I just don't. I don't. All right, I think that sums up what Brett was talking about recently. But I definitely want to hear from you all. Put your comments, please, in the down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Agree or disagree? What are your thoughts? If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'm Lamb. This is Lamb Levity. Peace out.